Good morning and welcome. It is August 28th, 2020 on a lovely Friday morning. Good to be here. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt I wore yesterday. And and that's just the way it is. Yesterday was a very interesting day for me. I was confronted with my dark thoughts, my dark energy, much of which I have expressed on this channel. And whether or not you appreciate it or not, because you can turn the video off at any time you want, it has been very good for me to spend some time there. Very good for me to spend some time there. And at the same time, what I also was confronted with yesterday was, yeah, you can spend time there, but you could also acknowledge that and move on and start building your dreams instead of focusing on the continued S show going on. And it's a bit of a dance. Like everything, it's a bit of a dance because I don't want to be a Pollyanna about stuff. I don't want to be a person who isn't acknowledging what is going on. And at the same time, I had 3 incidences since my last recording. One was I was talking to a very good friend of mine who has this machine that is experiencing great results with people's health. And that's the best I can say about that. If you want to talk to me more about that, you have to contact me individually. However, the people are having some good results. I don't have the money at the moment to buy it. And so that confronted me with, well, Mark, you don't have the money to buy something that could be a significant benefit to your health. So what's that about? Then I was listening to a podcast on Duolingo. I have no affiliation with Duolingo. And it was about this guy who was out surfing one day and a shark came by and chopped off his leg above the knee. And the story behind that. And the fact that ultimately he was responsible for helping create a prosthesis that allowed people who have lost their legs to do things like snowboard and surf. And I thought to myself when I was listening to that, okay, so where do you want to put your energy, Mark? Where do you want to put your energy? Do you want to continue to put your energy on this bullshit that's going on? Because regardless of that going on, you're not yet in a place where you are forced to by society not to have a certain amount of ability to get stuff done. That may come at some point, but it isn't here yet. And so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And then the final one was this wonderful story about this guy who taught himself to be a chef via watching Top Chef France, and which is, by the way, frigging amazing. It makes the, the the original American version of Top Chef. It just doesn't even compare. The French is so much better, and it's quite world renowned. You can catch it on YouTube. All of these things I have no affiliation with, and that he entered season 11 because he was an amateur. He would have been considered an amateur chef, and it was the first season that they had added amateur chefs to the competition. So I actually don't know the outcome of that because I haven't gotten that far in the story. However, what is clear about that is that he took a passion, he took a longing, and he went with it. Just like the surfer wanted to surf again. So, what am I doing, Mark? What am I doing? This is a great question to constantly be asking oneself, by the way. What am I doing? Fill in the blank, and always use third person. What am I doing, Mark? What am I doing, whoever? Always use third person when you do that. It's always good to talk to yourself in third person. So I'm looking at that, and I'm excited about it. And we'll see how it goes. I feel lighter today when I was listening to the story about the chef, because I did go to cooking school. I got close to being verklempt. So I know it hit a chord. I know it hit a chord. So how does one dance between the darkness and the light? I certainly think it's important to acknowledge the darkness. And I've been doing that a lot, and I think that has led to this particular video this morning, where I have gone, okay, maybe I've gone dark enough, maybe I've paid attention enough to those things and learned a lot about the human condition and history in ways that I haven't learned before. And I have suffered great grief and sadness over that. And maybe it's time to just not necessarily ignore all of that, however, how can I show up every day and do what I want to do and be passionate about what I want to be passionate about and be of service to others? Period. Just that. Nothing else. Nothing else. It can definitely start with cleaning. It can definitely start with cleaning. And things are, if you saw what was outside of the camera, you would be appalled. But one thing I know, and that bodes true to this entire conversation, is baby steps. Just baby steps. Just like these videos. Baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Thank you so much for listening. Bonjour.